Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating 17 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present Nevada Union Minor Basketball tonight as we continue our coverage of the 2014 SFL season. Your Nevada Union Miners take on the Roseville Tigers. It's another step on the road to the league title, and all the basketball action is coming up right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. Now the Nevada Union Miners play in front of the faithful tonight in a doubleheader homecoming special. Their opponent, the Roseville Tigers from Roseville, California. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide web audience. This is Paul Brown, the voice of Touchdown Productions, and joining me tonight is color analyst Steve Sitter. Our production director and producer in the Commander 2 is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and of course, the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team, Benicia Cruz Manifor, Paul Bossie, Paul Town, and Lauren Unger have made their way into the Allied Gymnasium for this important SFL contest.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. The Miners are looking for their second SFL win after a big game against the Granite Bay Grizzlies. The SFL is absolutely stacked this year, so this is a really important game for the Miners. In the first game of this doubleheader, homecoming night, we saw the Lady Miners remain in first place by beating the Roseville Lady Tigers by a score of 68-31.
And you know what would be the better time for the boys to follow up and getting their second W in front of the hometown fans on homecoming night. So thank you for joining us. And tonight's basketball season on the home court, the home of sports television in Nevada County, Touchdown Productions. You can see us on Comcast 11 and Southern Link 16. And of course, where the games will live forever, the Touchdown Productions Game of the Week on YouTube. So as the teams continue to warm up, we'll remind you you're watching exclusive coverage of NU basketball right here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our fourth location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
We're back here at Allied Gymnasium here on the campus of Nevada Union High School, gearing up for the varsity boys basketball. It'll be the Roseville Tigers taking on the NU Miners in a big game anticipation here. Let's talk about the Foothills, Steve. Let's see what's going on around the league.
All right, the SFL boys basketball, Del Oro sitting on top 4-0, 20-1 overall. They're having just a monster season so far. Wood Creek right behind them at 3-1, 16-5 overall. Both Granite Bay and Rockland with identical records, 2-2 in league, 11-10 overall. Nevada Union 1-3, 7-14 overall, but Roseville looking for their first league victory with an 11-10 overall record.
Moving on, you can see that this is a homecoming doubleheader. The Roseville Tigers coming to town. We just saw an excellent ladies game. The Lady Miners taking it to the Roseville Tigers 68-31. This is the second of two games, and because of it, the gymnasium is full. You can hear the band. Here's the PVL boys basketball. Lincoln is leading 2-0 with center. 14-5 overall. Lincoln looks like the team to beat this year. Colfax follows 1-1 with an 11-8 record. Foothill 8 wins, 11 losses. On down to Placer and Bear River.
And the SFL girls basketball, Nevada Union improves now to 4-0 with their victory over Roseville. Del Oro with their loss to Nevada Union. Actually, Nevada Union 5-0 now. Del Oro at 3-1 with their loss to Nevada Union on Wednesday. Wood Creek at 2-1, 13-7 overall though. Granite Bay 1-2, but also 13-7. Roseville and Rockland both looking for a season victory at 0-3.
Now let's talk about the PVL girls. Bear River 14-2 overall. They're looking strong this season. They got 7 wins in a row. They're 1-0 in league. Colfax 12-5 overall. They're going to come to a culmination, and that game will be a killer. It'll be coming up quite soon. Lincoln, Center, Placer all follow Foothill 7-10 overall. PVL girls, it's coming down to that game, that Bear River game against Colfax, Steve.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That'll be a good one. So with that said, we're gearing up here. Allied Gymnasium's rocking. We'll be right back. This is your Touchdown Productions Game of the Week.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title's your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice, you have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. The Old Town Cafe is the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Grass Valley. Serving breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, the Old Town Cafe is now open for dinner every Friday and Saturday night with nightly specials like steaks, seafood, along with draft beer and wine. Stop by to see football at the OTC with drink and appetizer specials. It's football fun for the whole family at the Old Town Cafe. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos.
Back here at Allied Gymnasium, getting ready for this game, and we'll all stand now for the national anthem. Waiting for the announcer. I believe we'll have the NU band, the White Stripes,
ladies and gentlemen,
along with the boys choir.
Albert Allied Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School for tonight's game featuring the visiting Tigers from Roseville High School and your Nevada Union Miners. Patrick Wells, Todd Griffiths, and Noah Fisher sing our national anthem.
Great rendition by the boys choir here at NU High School, as we'll have the starting lineups come on the floor. Both teams will introduce their starters.
Patrick Wells, former cameraman for Touchdown Productions.
Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First,
Equally talented singer.
Yeah, really good choir this year. William White will be starting, a senior forward.
Number 10, Matt Greshoff.
Matt Greshoff, he's also a senior and play forward.
14, Matt Talks.
Matt Talks, number 14.
Bryce Crouch.
And number 21, Bryce Crouch, the junior guard. Number 34, Dylan Bortmus.
A 6'6" senior.
And he is far and away the tallest person on the floor. Number 3, Mario. And Garrett O'Callahan, number 5. There's Josiah Barber. He's the big man for NU. Number 15, Daniel Carter. And John Stensey, number 22.
3 of Nevada Union's starting 5 are sophomores.
You gotta love that, Steve. This team is building, and Jeff Daniels, the coach, is looking to put together a cohesive group that he can build on in the future. We've seen Jeff do this before. If they're good players, he'll take them off that JV squad and start them. And with that said, the play-by-play action tonight, we'll start off with Steve Sitter. Thank you, Steve. Please take over.
Oh, no problem, Paul. Yeah, Garrett O'Callahan going up against Dylan Bortmus. A 3-inch difference in favor of Bortmus. I get the feeling he's not usually dwarfed by anyone. And he does win the tip cleanly. Talks brings the ball up the floor. Passes down to Bortmus. Bortmus jumps from seemingly out of bounds. Rebound taken by Barber. There's a very costly turnover there as Carter falls. 3-pointer up on the way. That's good, William White.
Wow, William White didn't think twice about that shot.
And he drained it. A full court trap defense tried to be implemented by Roseville. Beaten nicely by Jesse Dunbar. Pass down in. And that's Josiah Barber, who will get to the line for 2.
Josiah Barber at the line.
First one is good.
Both teams coming out very aggressive defense.
Looks like they both want to play fast. Second one short. Rebound taken by Grashoff. Roseville runs with it. Drives right, and we're going to get a pushing foul against O'Callahan. And I get the feeling we can see that kind of play from Roseville all night. Very physical, forcing you to make some fouls, get in foul trouble early on.
Both teams need to settle down just a little bit here.
Three up and short. Tipped away, but NU gets it. Pass away, tipped and taken. Long two, looked at, passed out. And that ball taken away, and we're going to get a foul here against Bryce Crouch. That was a very irresponsible foul. Didn't really have a chance at stealing it, just kind of threw a hand in there. That full court press. NU's got a 2-on-1 the other way. Passed off, put up, and well defended. Second chance, no good. Bryce Crouch comes down with it. Roseville coming back the other way. Talks will set it up. Looking to drive, puts it up. No good, rebound taken by Barber.
Nobody picked up Portmas that time. He was all by himself, but he couldn't drive the lane and make anything happen with it.
Dunbar driving, dishes it out. Goes baseline and back out. Dunbar sets it up. Over to Carter. Carter to Barber. Down low, puts it up off the glass is Dunbar. Great shot there by Jesse.
Yeah, good quick move underneath the basket, knowing exactly where he was.
Talks sets it up. William White now. Dishes it over as the shot by Grashoff. Long off the rim. And it will go off of Bortmus, so NU will have possession.
Josiah Barber doing a great job putting a body on Bortmus. He's losing some in height, but he's doing a good job with position.
O'Callahan tries to drive down the side. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Talks. So Dunbar now will set it up from the corner. And we're going to get a reach-in foul now against Grashoff.
Grashoff is putting up an argument, but there's no question he had an arm around him.
Roseville with 3 fouls now with less than 3 minutes played in this first quarter. Is the shot off by O'Callahan. It's up and good. O'Callahan with the corner 3.
O'Callahan looking very comfortable with that 3 ball. Right back at him, though.
A long 3 on the way. Rebound taken by Dunbar. Past the half-court line. And ball's knocked out of bounds there by Bryce Crouch. So NU will inbound it. We have Gabe Lyra coming into the game for Bryce. Carter set to inbound. Over to Dunbar. Dunbar to Carter. Back to Dunbar. Long pass on the 3 taken is short. That's going to go out of bounds.
I thought Carter should have taken that shot from the corner. They left him somewhat open, and it was the best thing that they were going to find.
Yeah, that 3 by O'Callahan looked a little rushed. Well, Talks tries to drive right, passes it over. The shot up and off the back of the rim. Rebound taken by Carter. And we're going to get an elbowing foul now against William White. So now Roseville with 4 fouls and as many minutes Going down the other end. No foul call against John Chency. And the rebound taken by Roseville. Looked like there was definitely some contact on someone. The other end of the court, William White puts up 2, bringing his point total to 5. And the score is 6-5 Nevada Union.
I like Chency, the sophomore, just shaking it off. It was pretty clear a foul.
And speaking of a clear foul, O'Callahan's going to get one tacked on him. Into the game comes Nolan Stefani and Kyle Kamen, both coming into the game. And Michael Tapia is going to come in as well.
Jeff Gillis has no problem making group changes. If he sees there's a mismatch someplace, he likes to put in players.
I see Matt Talks put up a quick 2 there. A full court press by Roseville. Beaten as Nolan Stefani takes it down to the left, takes the long jumper off the back of the rim. Rebound taken by Barber. Looks like he was getting mugged. Still no foul called. And now I believe we're going to get a turnover here. Roseville looks like they stepped out of bounds. So NU's going to inbound with a fresh shot clock.
Kyle Kamen, the 6'4" senior, on the floor now. I think they put him in to put a big body on Bortmus.
Stefani loses it there. So a quick turnover, Roseville looking to run. William White drives the baseline, and he's going to get called for a charge. Excellent defensive stand there by Nevada Union.
Shia Barber really plays big underneath the basket, taking the charge. Here's a replay on that. Now watch Barber stand there and just take this charge, sticks a knee right to the chest. He's an impressive player.
Back to live action. Fast break opportunity, second chance. Neither went in. And the ball went out of bounds, so Roseville will have possession. Roseville driving the lane, and we are going to get a foul on the ground.
I think it was on Daniel Carter.
So NU with 3 fouls now in this first quarter. Roseville with a fresh shot clock will try and set up a play here. Talks tries to drive baseline. Dishes off. A great pass there to Matt Grashoff for 2. Roseville with the lead 9-6, and NU's going to take a timeout.
Grashoff moving without the ball, coming right down the lane, getting eye contact with Crouch or Talks as he comes in, making the basket.
It was a very well-designed play. You can tell they had that in mind from the start as Talks drove the baselines. Take a look at the touchdown production scoreboard. NU actually is trailing Roseville by a score of 9-6. Both teams in a bit of foul trouble. Roseville with 5, Nevada Union with 4. And this is just a really fast-paced game. Momentum shifts constantly. It's still totally up in the air.
Coach Dellis is going to stay on the floor with those that ended the timeout. Number 3 now, Jesse Dunbar, has come in. He'll do ball handling responsibilities.
Oh, you got it.
Staying in the game, Kyle Kamen.
Both of these teams have shown they're very fast and very physical. Another team really afraid to drive the lane if necessary, take the outside shot. Very well-rounded teams. Discussion going on now at the scorer's table. But now Nevada Union will inbound. Bringing it up is Chency. Chency trapped in the corner and given away. Grashoff runs it down. And that's Jason Del Rosario putting it in for 2. Roseville, a very fast team. Now Jesse Dunbar over to Chency. Chency with the jump shot, and it's good.
Wow,
Chensey with two now.
He's a sophomore?
That he is.
He is looking good.
3 ball on the way, in and out. Del Rosario almost put 3 more on the board. Now NU takes it up the court. Dunbar trying to set things up. There's the trap up top. And the resulting turnover. Gabe Lear down the court. That looked like a clean block, but it's going to be a foul called.
I think he got a nick on the arm there. It was a good aggressive play, but I think he nicked him just as he was going up. That was Daniel Carter, the sophomore. Here's a replay of it. Now watch as he goes up. Yeah, I think you got him a little bit with the body here.
Good defensive effort anyway. And rolling in, Gabe Lear gets his first point of the game.
He's going to make Lear do it from the line. Back, the starters come back on the floor for the most part. Michael Tapia stays.
There's second shot. A short rebound taken by Barber. Now Dunbar gets on his horse and passes it out of bounds. So another Nevada Union turnover there, not helping themselves out with that. Down 12-8.
Tapia needed to be moving to the basket. He even mentioned that it is his fault. He had an open lane. It was a great pass.
Pass broken up there nicely by Michael Tapia, but it does go off of him. It will remain Roseville ball. Pass stolen by Tapia. Tapia going up hard, puts it up, and it rolls out. But he will get to the line to shoot 2. Great individual effort there by Tapia.
Tapia plays like a halfback. And he is built the same. Made a great steal and darted to the basket, couldn't finish. First free throw. Watch this. Tries to protect the body. Going up with the right hand.
And he went right into the contact.
Missed them both.
Rebound taken by Zach Delgado, 6'6". Delgado now drives left, jump stop, puts it up and over everyone, but the putback! Dylan Bournemouth with style.
He's got him standing here in Ally.
Meanwhile, Tapia is running the floor, dishes it out to O'Callahan, who puts it up, rolls in and out, but the rebound taken by Tapia goes right back up, it's good. And he will go to the line.
How about that for the smallest guy on the floor? Yanks down the rebound, finds his way amongst the trees and gets one. And will be on the line to see if he can convert. Here's Michael Tapia again. Now watch this. This is just pure effort right there. Knows where the basket is, turns, goes straight up. Gets the pump fake and the foul. Nice job.
The ensuing three-point play is completed. And Roseville going back to work on the other end. We're going to get a charging foul called on Del Rosario, and that'll be another Roseville turnover, their 8th foul. Roseville in foul trouble very early. Still a minute left in the first quarter. Nevada Union takes the ball up. Barber dribbling, gives it away, fights for it, and it's going to stay Roseville ball. That was just not a very good pass by Barber, who looked very uncomfortable holding it.
1 minute even left in the first quarter. The Miners 11. The Tigers 14.
Battle going on over the basket, stolen away by Tapia. And now Tapia running with it. Gives it to O'Callahan. O'Callahan drives, jump steps, puts it up. With 45 seconds now, Roseville taking it up. It's stolen again. There's John Chensey running with it, 2-on-1. Chensey goes up. Tapia goes up again. Was knocked out of bounds by Dominic Balon, the only person shorter than Michael Tapia.
This is very entertaining. This is some good basketball going on here at LI Gymnasium. And leading the way, Mike Tapia He is everywhere.
He is playing much taller than he is. Difference of 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Quick shot on the way, off the rim. Rebound by O'Callahan.
They'll take the left shot.
Yeah, with the shot clock off. There's the pass down low to Tapia. It was off balance, but he puts it up for Josiah Barber. With 9 seconds left, Roseville's going to get the last shot. Driving the basket, thrown out of bounds, but somehow touched by a Miner. So with 3 seconds even now, score 14-13 Roseville.
I don't know what he saw. There was a wall of Miners there.
Looked like he was trying to draw the foul. And up with the right hand is Jimmy Jaggers, the 6'4 freshman. And that'll be the end of the first quarter, with Roseville leading by a score of 16-13. Well, this is very much the basketball game we thought it would be.
Absolutely right, and both these teams very well matched. I would say physically the Tigers are bigger, they're a little stronger, but they're being out-finessed right now by the likes of Michael Tapia and the NU varsity. Coach Dulles using a variety of players. No one player really stands out right now, those teams. Josiah Barber is doing a great job. What are we looking at scoring?
Well, Tapia, Barber, and O'Callahan all have 3 points, and that's the most of any NU player. You look over at Roseville, you got William White with 5 and a handful of players with 2. So really, this is a very one-sided Roseville offense with William White, but once all the attention is focused on him, that leaves a myriad of options to pass to and for finishing moves. Plus, with Dylan Bortmas at 6'6", Zach Delgado at 6'6", Spencer Hammond at 6'5", you really have a lot of big guys who can clean up, get second and third chance opportunities.
Absolutely right. I'm surprised that neither team is pressing right now. Both have excellent ball handlers. Coach Dulles decided to stay with the man-on-man and not go with the full-court press. That may change here.
It may. I don't see it, though. Roseville is a very fast team. Yeah, I have to wonder if they can't break a press easily and get some fast break points, and that's the last thing NU wants. Right now, Roseville has earned all 16 of their points. They have not been given away. You would hate to see that change with quick turnovers. We've seen a lot of turnovers from NU. So you'd hate to see that start working against them on the scoreboard. O'Callahan swings it to Tapia. Tapia throws it over, a three-pointer on the way. Rebound taken by Roseville. Roseville running with it. There's the pass up, and we're going to have another. Oh no, we're going to get a blocking foul called on Toby Carter. He looked very set up to me.
I disagree with that call. There's a replay on it. We'll be able to take a look.
That'll be NU's 6th foul. Roseville working it out from the corner. Grashoff drives, cuts left, rebound taken by Stefani. Stefani over to Carter. Carter to O'Callahan, drives the baseline, goes up, and he is fouled. John Chency's going to come back into the game for Michael Tapia, give him a break. Apparently there was no foul, it was just knocked out of bounds. Chency drives right, gives it to Carter. Carter back to Chency. Chency to O'Callahan. Callahan driving left. And they're going to say he threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he just lost the ball.
Another NU turnover. Matt Talks bringing it up, setting it up. And now we're going to have an offensive foul. Looked like a moving screen on Jimmy Jaggers, the freshman for Roseville.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy Jaggers, number 33, the only freshman on the floor, and the first freshman you and I have seen starting in some time for any team. And I'll tell you, he is one large human being. He is, if he grows into those feet, he's going to be somewhere around 6'7".
Yeah, he's listed as 6'4", 210, and I believe it. Carter down low. Back out to the corner. Long pass to Chency. Chency with three-pointer off the front of the rim. Now Roseville's looking to run with it. There's Gabe Lira. Passes it over. Clean block. Oh, but then O'Callahan gives away. Nice behind-the-back pass.
And he misses his stuff.
Missed the dunk. And now Josiah Barber is going to be called with a reach-in.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to stuff the basketball in high school, you better get it done. He went up there with two hands and he just couldn't put it down. Here's the block. Now watch this beauty.
Just knocked right out of his hands.
You bet.
Meanwhile, as that was Nevada Union's 7th foul, this will result in a 1-and-1 for Grashoff. Off the back of the rim. And somehow not a behind-the-back call on Bortmus, but the rebound is taken by NU.
Joshua Barber doing a great job on defense.
Here's Josiah Barber, dishes off. The three on the way, and it's good. Nolan Stefani with 3 points.
We've seen Stefani in years past. He can stuff that three ball.
Here's Talks for three, and it's good.
And Talks looks at the crowd and gives them a quiet gesture.
Gives Roseville the lead once more, 19-16. Dunbar drives the lane, dishes off to O'Callahan. Back to Chency, who drives, puts it up, gets his own rebound. There's the three on the way, and it's good! Stefani with back-to-back threes.
Keeping Roseville in this game.
Now Talks looking to drive, spins inside, throws it up. Rebound taken by Chency. Now the score tied at 19. Dunbar takes it past half court. Gives it to Stefani. Down below for Barber. Back up to Chency. Chency in the corner, back up to Dunbar. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Looking to drive is Barber. Dishes it off, three on the way, rebound taken by Talks. Now Roseville has a chance to take back the lead as the pass across almost picked off. Talks thought about the three, now he takes it, and it's good.
He needed just one more step there, decided to put the ball on the floor, take a step and put the three down.
Now Roseville takes a timeout. They have the lead now, 22-19. And man, has the momentum shifted.
This is some kind of basketball game going on. These two teams very evenly matched, and both can shoot the three ball. But NU's got to thank Nolan Stefani, the 5'11 senior, for keeping them in this game with back-to-back bombs.
Oh, absolutely. Take a look at the touchdown production scoreboard. Those threes exchanged by Talks and Stefani, the only points so far in this second quarter, as you see Roseville leading 22-19. Boy, what a great basketball game it's been so far on this homecoming night. Roseville comes out of the huddle. 4:39 left in the second quarter.
Roseville coach Greg Granucci isn't as free with his substitutions as Jeff Dellis is. He's staying with about a nucleus of maybe 7 players, where Jeff likes to get in a variety of teams. He likes to platoon them in, and no problem putting in players when he sees a mismatch.
The full court press implemented by Nevada Union, or by Roseville. Daniel Carter just tries to run out of it and does a pretty good job of it. Down to Chency. Chency drives, puts it up with the left hand, and he's fouled.
Well, I think Chency saw the basket. He was elevating up like he wanted to slam that ball down. I wonder if he could do it if he had a route to the basket.
So he's going to get 2 shots now. As the 10th foul on Roseville.
Let's look at the replay. Watch, if he had a channel to the basket, I think he thought he had had room for a tomahawk. He was going to put the old tomahawk slam down.
His second shot off the back of the rim. And the rebound taken by Kyle Kamen. So NU will set up now. There's the shot up, and it's good. That's another three by Nolan Stefani. He is on fire right now. Roseville looking to answer right back, and that pass is knocked out of bounds by Stefani.
23-22 Miners. 4 minutes even left in the quarter.
Roseville working inside. As the jump shot put up off the glass. Rebound taken by Chensi, but it's stolen away. Three-pointer on the way, and that's Talks again. Talks now with 11, and he gives Roseville the 25-23 lead. So Dunbar bringing it up. Passes inside to Kamen. Kamen's pass picked off by Talks. Talks is all alone, he's up, and there's two more.
They're going to take Kamen out.
Dunbar works it out past half court. Spins inside. Dishes off, but Chensi was right there. Over to Carter and back to Dunbar. Swings it around for Chensi for three. That's a bit long. Rebound taken by Bortmus. Now Roseville looking to run with it again. Work it inside, and we're going to get a charging foul against Zach Delgado.
Delgado decided to put the big left elbow into the breadbasket of Daniel Carter and was called for it.
We got three substitutions coming in for Nevada Union. 11th team foul for Roseville. So don't expect their physical play to taper off anytime as Dunbar runs with it. Gets the inside move, jump stop. Ball stripped away from him, but he gets it back. Passes it back out to Stefani, and Stefani's going to get fouled. And that's going to be on Talks.
I think Talks wish he had that one back.
And that's going to put Stefani on the line for two.
10th foul by the Tigers.
12th, actually.
They're showing 10 on the scoreboard. You've got 12 down, huh?
Well, they've been showing 10 for the past two fouls because past 10, there's really no point in keeping track.
Good point.
So Stefani shooting two. First one rims out. And boy, you really got to hit those just to keep yourself in it. The second shot on the way. And that one is good. Stefani with 10 on the night. So Roseville looks to slow it up. Talks brings it left. There's the three on the way, and it's good. Bryce Crouch gets on the score sheet with a corner three. Roseville showing their range tonight. So Dunbar setting it up. Pass to Tapia. Over to O'Callahan. The ball almost slipped through the fingers of Dunbar. Drives baseline, kicks it back out. Tapia with the great fake. Kicks it back over to Dunbar. Dunbar jump steps, misses everything. Now Roseville looking to run with it again. And Jesse Dunbar just runs right over Bryce Crouch. I don't think he expected Crouch to stop running, but he just put an elbow into his back and boarded him. So now it will be a 1-and-1 for Crouch. Rims out, O'Callahan the rebound. 1:40 left in the second quarter. Dunbar looking to run some space for himself. Over to Tapia. Tapia spins, goes baseline out to O'Callahan for three. Off the rim, rebound taken by Barber. And now we're going to get a foul called. It looks like this is going to be on Delgado.
You know, Barber went up high to get that ball. He really had no place to go. He certainly didn't have a shot, Steve, and he got bailed out by a mugging underneath the basket. He'll get a couple, and you can certainly use two more.
Foul's actually called on Gabe Lira. But either way, Barber goes up to shoot two, and you really just cannot miss those free throws.
They've been missing them all night. You know, that would be a big difference if they would have half that they have missed back in their pocket.
Barber's second shot. And that's off the rim again. He gets his own rebound. Happy at the three-point line to Chency for three, and it's short. Rebound goes to Balon.
Chency can't buy that three ball.
Balon passes it down to Bortmus, who is jumped on top of. And that will send the 6'6" Bortmus to the line, shooting two.
You know, they need to put Nolan Stefani back in the game. They're just daring Chency out there to take that three ball, knowing that he hasn't made one yet. I believe he's taken four that I can remember.
Kyle Kammen's coming into the game for Barber. And Bortmus' second shot is good, and we're going to get a timeout on Roseville. The 1:12 left in the half. Roseville nursing a 7-point lead, 31-24.
You look at Jeff Dellis talking to his crew. There's your line score. 7-point game. Like I said, free throws have been instrumental in the Roseville lead, and you just can't seem to make one. They also have been, Roseville has been the better shooter from the floor from the free line, with the exception of Nolan Stefani. Stefani with 10 points tonight. He is their leading scorer.
He is a handful of players with three, but you know, just in terms of momentum shifting, it's been all Stefani. And you really needs another player to step up, start making those big shots. And you inbounds. Tapia over, he's getting mugged, taken away from him. There's Talks over to Balon. Balon gets mugged. Passes it back out, the long three on the way. No good, rebound Kammen.
That's what they have Kammen in there for. They need his big body.
So Dunbar trying to get past Balon, and Balon's going to get hit with a foul, which I believe is Roseville's 14th. So Dunbar to the line shooting two. And boy, no one on NU can seem to hit that free throw. I have a feeling I know what the practice regimen is going to look like on Monday. Second shot also no good. Bortmus with the rebound.
I believe that's 6 in a row now in missed free throws for NU.
Talks sets it up, cuts back left, jump stop, goes up, rims out, and it's going to be NU ball. 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. NU times it right. They could get the last decent shot if they can break this press. NU's going to take a timeout here. Coach Dellis realizing that even if they can get down the floor, they're not going to have a lot of time, just calls a timeout.
Yeah, I think the press kind of took them by surprise. All of a sudden, they found themselves on this side of the court with 3 passes gone. With 25 seconds left on the shot clock and 29 left on the game clock. This is a very wise timeout by Jeff Dellis.
Yeah, there's a Touchdown Productions scoreboard. Nevada Union trailing both quarters and trailing in the game 31-24. But it really is closer than the scoreboard would indicate. Few made free throws, a few better passes, and they're right there. The Roseville's offense is firing on all cylinders. The only thing saving NU right now is the massive foul trouble Roseville has been in pretty much this entire quarter. So O'Callahan will inbound. Gets it off to Dunbar. Dunbar against Balon. Nice behind the back move. It's Balon on the floor. There's the pass down low to Tapia, puts it up. No good. Kamen with the rebound. And we're going to get a jump ball called. Direction of Roseville. That's a shame because it looked like Tapia and Kamen kind of collided when they both went up for their rebound. Otherwise, that would have been an easy putback for either one of them. So Talks goes in, drives, kicks it out, no foul called, and Dylan Bortmus puts it in for his 5th points, and that is the half.
And that last shot by Bortman, a very important shot in my mind. It puts a 9-point lead on the board for the Tigers as they go into the locker room.
You see there your touchdown production scoreboard. Roseville ending on a high note. And they're leading by a score of 33-24.
You know, I have a question for Coach Dulles. He's got a hot hand with Nolan Stefani, who is keeping them in the basketball game, and he takes him out for the last 4 minutes. I'm not sure why he did that. He put a team in that he liked, I think, to match up, but there were no scores. He hasn't gotten virtually anything out of Chensey. Daniel Carter, the other sophomore on the floor, has not scored. Joshua Barber with only 3. We'll review this when we come back. This is Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. 3rd generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
And we're back here at Ally Gymnasium, and it's winter homecoming night here at Ally. And we'll see the seniors and juniors as they parade down the middle of the gymnasium. The kings and the queens will be crowned tonight. I always liked homecoming. I know Steve Sitter did too. I asked him privately if he was ever a homecoming king, and he just rolled his eyes.
Yeah, it's hard to roll a red carpet out on a baseball field. Gets all dusty.
We're waiting for the Kings and the Queen candidates to come through the doors.
Well, it looks like the Kings have already been seated.
If we'll pan over to that side of the floor, they have corsages and roses, it looks like, for the Queens.
And also tiaras.
Here's our new NCTV studio in downtown Grass Valley. You might stop by. We just moved there. It's a whole new station. Gilbert Dominguez, our production and producer and director, spends a lot of time there. Encourages you to drop by. There's the address and phone number on the top. 134 East Main Street, Grass Valley. If they had one superpower, what would it be? And hers was to breathe underwater.
The freshman prince is Benjamin Gimetti.
Benjamin Gimetti, also famously known as Benny, would love to have 2 kids in the future. His favorite holiday is Christmas, and if he could be any flavor of ice cream, he would be vanilla because it's delicious.
All right, our next princess coming down the red carpet is Kendall Brazil.
And this is Kendall Brazil with her parents.
Kendall is being escorted by her mom and dad, Donna and Kyle.
Her biggest pet peeve is when people call her short. That explains her 4-inch heels tonight. And if she had 20 minutes to live, she would go skydiving. And if she could go have any dinner with someone special, it would be with Blake Sheldon. What a coincidence. Blake Sheldon and Miranda Lambert happen to be married. And her prince, Alex Browse, the special person to have a dinner with, would be Miranda Lambert. Looks like this couple was made to match.
Now we have our junior prince and princess, Alice Gimetti and Christina Senna.
This is Christina Senna.
They love to have teleportation powers, and if he could be any flavor of ice cream, it would be vanilla, because he's smooth. Also, if he had 20 minutes to live, he would run around screaming random numbers, saying, "Remember it." Christina, who's being escorted by her father, Mike Senna, would love to be a dolphin above any other animal.
Her favorite ice cream is chocolate chip cookie dough.
potential king and queen.
First, introducing Pedro Augustus Severini and Ellie DiMartini.
Ellie DiMartini.
Someday Pedro would love to have 2 kids. His biggest pet peeve is healthy food. And if he only had 20 more minutes to live, he would spend it dancing.
Ellie, who is being escorted by her father, David DiMartini. She would like to be a golden retriever out of all other animals. If she could be a cereal box cartoon character, she would be the Cinnamon from Apple Jacks.
Ellie's favorite holiday is her birthday. Now let's move on to our next couple, Dave Chinock and Melissa Roseville.
Melissa Rosecrans.
Dave would love to have 3 boys and 1 girl. Have the superpower of flight, and his biggest pet peeve is a weak handshake. Also, if he could be any flavor of ice cream, Dave would be Dave, because he's the tastiest thing out there. Melissa, who has been escorted by her father David, says her favorite holiday is Halloween, even though her biggest fear is spiders. If she could have any superpower, she would be Google Girl, and she would probably spend the last 20 minutes of her life eating Nutella.
And lastly, introducing Trevor Moore and Holly Rose.
And this is Holly Rose.
Trevor would love to have dinner with George W. Bush. If he could be any animal, he would be a newt. And the superpower that he wishes to have most is to be Zoolander. Really ridiculously good looking. Holly, who's been escorted by her father William Mudd. When Holly was asked what she would do in the last 20 minutes of her life, she said she'd spend those minutes with her family and no one else. Holly would want to be Elastigirl from The Incredibles so she could be flexible and stretchy all at the same time. Holly Mudd's biggest pet peeve is when people steal her double stuffed Oreos. True that. Holly's ideal dinner date would be with Jesus, so he could answer some of her puzzling questions.
All right, now our first runner-up for senior prince is Pedro, and our first runner-up for princess is Ellie DiMartini.
All right, our second runner-up for senior prince and king and queen is Melissa Rosegren and Trevor Moore. You know what that means?
Is that what you do? You don't eat it? You don't eat sugar? Oh, I love eating.
And now, your senior king is Cave Chittock.
There's your senior king.
And our beautiful and new
Looking
senior
very
queen
regal.
is Holly Mudd.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of tonight's game. Go Lions!
As we have pictures taken of the Queen and King, and the Roseville Tigers start to somber out on the floor. You got to remember that this is a big night in these young people's lives, both for themselves and for their parents, and I hope they enjoy it thoroughly.
Yeah, there you see the two princes and princesses and the one king and queen.
This is the winter king and queen ceremony, homecoming. This year, normally we cover football, and this year we missed that game. So we're proud to bring this to you now. And with that said, let's remind you this is Touchdown Productions Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I've been shopping here for about 20 years, and the people are very courteous, and I especially like the meat counter. It's nice. You have a great selection, very helpful.
Because it's local, it's small, they have wonderful selections of things I need, and the personnel are very nice.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. The Old Town Cafe is the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Grass Valley. Serving breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, the Old Town Cafe is now open for dinner every Friday and Saturday night with nightly specials like steaks, seafood, along with draft beer and wine. Stop by to see football at the OTC with drink and appetizer specials. It's football fun for the whole family at the Old Town Cafe. Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks, Gil. We are back here at the Allied Gymnasium. Both teams warming up before the second half of play. And let's talk a little bit about Player of the Game. What are your thoughts, Paul?
You know, it's spread out right now. You'd have to look at Nolan Stefani. He's only got, because he's got the points, reeled him back in the game. My favorite player on the floor, though, and I keep bringing his name up, is Josiah Barber. I mean, he is a workhorse. He only has 3 points, but when he's in the game and when he's under the basket, things are happening for NU. So let's keep an eye on him as well.
Oh, absolutely. And I think you also got to throw Michael Tapia's name out there because he is right now the heart and the soul of this team. He is the one that is making things happen, really forcing Roseville to play tighter. And I think if NU comes back in this game, you have to look at the effort that Michael Tapia has put out there tonight.
That's a good call, too. we'll have to keep an eye. The second half is everything. Down by 9 points. The Miners have some work cut out for them. It'll be interesting to see what 5 starters Coach Jeff Dellis puts on the floor.
Yeah, and I think it's just little adjustments. That's all NU really needs to make. Just do the little things, better. Make your free throws. They're missing a lot of points there. This would be a much closer game if they increased their free throw percentage. And really try and limit Roseville's options, because as of right now, they're all over the place. White's got 5, Talks has 13, Bortmus has 5. They're really spread out. So I think if NU's defense tightens up a little bit, maybe go to the press, maybe not, maybe just be aware of screens. Don't let your guy get open for easy baskets. I think that's really all it takes for NU to get back in this game. We see Josiah Barber there. Dishes it to Dunbar. Pass over to Carter. Back up for Chensi. Swings it around for O'Callahan, who drives and puts it up, and it's good. So O'Callahan with 5 now.
O'Callahan comes out with fresh legs, goes right to the basket.
And we're going to get a blocking foul on Carter here. And not to state the obvious here, but NU really needs to stay out of foul trouble early. Because we already know Roseville is going to get themselves in foul trouble again with, 14, 15 fouls in the first half. They're going to get there. They're going to put you on the line. You can't do the same thing. Talks for 3, and it's good. Matt Talks apparently is still hot from the first half. That's 16 for him.
Yeah, Talks has got a stroke out there. And now the full court press, and you having trouble getting the ball in.
It does eventually come out to Chensi. Dunbar driving down the line, gets a good pass over to Barber. Barber drives the baseline, puts it up, gets his own rebound, chopped from behind, no call. That was the quick 3 from Roseville. That's no good. Ball bounces over to Barber, and now Dunbar will slowly bring it up. Working against Bryce Crouch. He's been very good defensively against him. Oh, there's Chensi with a 3. In and out. And now we've got a foul, looks like away from the ball.
It'll be a foul. They're going to call that one on Josiah Barber. I didn't see it. But Barber's got to make his own room underneath that basket. Apparently he got called for a push.
So Talks now will set it up. Set up screens up top. Dish into the corner. Driving around. And you hanging tough though. There's the jump shot. No good. Rebound. Roseville still has it. Jump shot from the same spot. Short, and Roseville again with the rebound. 3-pointer from the corner, and it's good. William White with 3 more.
Well, you give them 3 shots at it, they're going to eventually make one.
William White, who went quiet in the second quarter, comes up with a big 3. We're calling a timeout here. NU is before the turnover. And I think that's a good call. With Roseville running very hot now, leading 39-26. Paul, what do you see that NU needs to improve upon so far?
Well, they're just not making their shots right now. They've had a couple of easy under-the-basket shots that have not been converted early here. Coach Dellis is trying to slow it down. 39-26 now, Roseville. He can't allow this team to stretch this lead out anymore. His team just doesn't have the firepower to come back from a big 15, 20-point lead.
Yeah, and Roseville really is shooting well. Like you said, they are getting second, third chance opportunities. But, regardless of that, they're still making quality shots. Some are even contested shots. But with that big height advantage and the fast style of play that they like to employ, this is exactly what Roseville wanted coming in to the second half. So Dunbar will have it, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Passes to O'Callahan up top, swings it around for Stefani. Across to Tapia. Back to O'Callahan, looking to get something in the paint. Dunbar pulls up from the elbow. Pass, loose ball. Roseville comes up with it. And this Roseville defense is really buttoned down. Now Roseville slows it up. Cox throws it in the corner, 3 on the way. A little bit short, rebound comes way out for Talks. Grashoff with it now. White throwing it back to Talks. Grashoff down below for Bortmus. Bortmus goes up, misses, and O'Callahan reels it in. Here's Stefani. Stefani definitely pushed there by William White.
We have first team foul in the second half on the Tigers.
Now the inbound play goes to Tapia. Long 2, and it stays in and rolls in for Tapia. His 5th points of the night. Screen up top, O'Callahan hangs with Talks. Talks drives, dishes to Bortmus, and Bortmus is fouled by the 6-foot Dunbar. The Miners now with 3 team fouls, and that'll send Bortmus to the line shooting 2. First one is good, proving that a free throw can be made on that side of the court. And the second one off the back of the rim, but rebounded by Grashoff. Pass stolen! And then stolen back, and that'll roll out of bounds.
That was a great heads-up play by Jesse Dunbar. I beg your pardon, by Mario Edwards.
And they're going to say that ball rolled out of bounds off of Tapia's foot.
I thought so, too.
Yeah, from this angle, that looked like the right call, but the NU fans obviously disagreeing with us loudly. The Talk sets it up. O'Callahan goes for the steal. Nothing there, and then it's stripped. Stefani, long outlet pass for Tapia. Tapia goes up and is hacked. No foul call. These referees are letting these guys play. So NU will inbound. There's the pass for Tapia. And now we get the reach-in call on White.
You know, the Miners don't want to take the shot on the outside. They're looking, but they're not taking those outside 3 balls. Very tentative about their shot selection. I think they need to fire them up.
Well, for Tapia, I can understand. That's not really his comfort zone. He's more of an inside-the-paint player. But Dunbar's got to start taking them. O'Callahan's got to start taking them. And we got a foul, and in and out.
Now he'll get 3.
Stefani going to the line. Oh, no, they're going to say it's a non-shooting foul. And that's going to be a foul against Talks, and Talks has got to be getting himself in foul trouble now. So a new shot clock for Nevada Union. Inbound to Tapia. Tapia, the quick shot. Missed everything. Rebound taken by Grashoff.
And now you just saw why they don't let him take those shots. He didn't hit anything.
The baseline drive is short. We're going to get another charging foul. That's Barber hanging in there.
So defense and turnovers right now are keeping NU in this game, only down by 12.
And that is already the 4th team foul on Roseville, who had none just a couple minutes ago.
NU's got to find a consistent scorer, though, someone to put the ball in the hole.
Dunbar drawing the triple team. There's the open 3 from O'Callahan. It's good. Running the other way, though, is Roseville. And now we're going to get a blocking foul on Barber, who was just standing there.
That's a bad call. Everybody in the gymnasium can see he was just standing there, and he took one in the ribs.
Well, the end result is Bryce Crouch shooting 2. And the first shot rolls in and out. Daniel Carter's going to enter the game. He's coming in for Barber, who is taking a couple hard shots. He'll get a breather. Crouch's second shot on the way. That's also in and out. Rebound taken by O'Callahan. So Dunbar looking to run to beat the press, and does so. Pass anticipated by Talks, and he has the steal running down the court with it, puts it up with his right hand, and it's good.
Boy, this guy Talks is a player.
Talks with 18.
He is really all over the floor. He's tenacious on defense, and he can score the ball.
Yeah, he really is all over the place. Now Carter looking to run with it. Passes it back to Dunbar as they beat the press. Dunbar with a jump step. Passes it over to Stefani. Stefani with the three, and he's going to go to the line for three now.
And it's going to be on Talks. I'll bet that's his fourth.
That is at least his fourth. So Nolan Stefani, NU's leading scorer, is on the line shooting three. And the first one rolls out. NU just not helping themselves out. They've had the opportunities, but just cannot convert. Second one is good. Stefani with 11. Zach Delgado and Gabe Lira coming into the game. Bartmus is coming out. There's Stefani's third shot. And that stays in.
1-point lead now by the Tigers.
Talks goes straight in, runs over Carter. Loose ball, NU has it. And now we're going to get a timeout called.
They did.
NU will take the timeout and retain possession. So the score 42-33 in favor of Roseville. NU making some things happen on offense, just not enough to close this gap that Roseville has put between them.
See it right there inside. That's Coach Dulles. Very good basketball coach. Been here at Nevada Union for a number of years.
Roseville players still talking it over. NU's already taken the floor. .255 remaining here in the third quarter. And NU still not breaking their huddle. Jesse Dunbar now set to inbound. And it goes to Carter. Carter, pass picked off by Talks. Talks with it, looking to drive. Give it to Lira. Lira over to Grashoff. Over to Del Rosario. Del Rosario goes up and puts it off the glass for two.
And the Tigers will press now, full court, man-to-man.
Nice fake there by Carter. Carter with 3-on-2 going up, and it's good. Daniel Carter, his first points of the night.
Daniel Carter going right to the basket. Very good play.
Talks leans in. Goes hard against O'Callahan, and we're going to get a charge against Talks. Coach Granucci is furious over that call. Regardless, it is another Roseville foul and another Roseville turnover. NU given a golden opportunity here as the trap. Pass over to O'Callahan to the open Tapia. Goes up, is fouled, and he'll get to the line. Excellent shot fake there by Tapia. That's the 6th team foul on Roseville. They will be in the bonus now. Free throws for every subsequent foul.
Tapia could have been called for 3 seconds in the key. He was all by himself for so long. I thought he was going to open up a bag lunch. First time he's converted a free throw in a while. It's good to see that. 36-44 now. Slowly, the Miners are reeling in the Tigers.
And Tapia converts on both. And now Roseville will get a timeout. The coach was yelling for one before those free throws, but he will just now get it. So the lead is cut to 7. Roseville leading 44-37. NU on the verge of a comeback here. They certainly have all the momentum.
Checking with the scoreboard, there's 4 fouls now on Talks. So Matt Talks will probably be targeted by Coach Dulles. He's going to try and get his best player, the Tigers' best player, off the floor if he can.
And there's still 1:46 left in the third.
In the third quarter.
So he's on dangerous ground for the rest of the game.
You know, that happens to aggressive players like him. He's always around the ball. He likes to use his hands on defense, and that can get you into trouble. Most of the fouls he's got have been reach-ins.
And on offense, he's been called for a couple charges too, where Barber just says, you know what, come at me.
But Matt Talks, we're looking at 18 points right now. 18 points is a significant number when his team has only got 44.
So Del Rio brings it up. Talks is not on the floor right now. Roseville works it down low. Now we're going to get a push foul on Stefani. Yeah, Stefani didn't move his feet quite enough, got his hands out there. That's the 4th team foul on Nevada Union. And that is not what you want to see. Give Roseville a new shot clock and dig yourself deeper into foul trouble. That's actually their 5th team foul. Long pass out to Grashoff. Grashoff to Balon. Dunbar. And now Dunbar's going to get called for a pushing foul. I think the referees are playing it a little tighter now. And now both teams will get free throws on the next fouls.
Minute 16 left here in the third. 7-point ball game. Roseville leading 44-37.
Balon over to Delgado. Delgado throws it down low for Grashoff. Grashoff puts it up, and he's going to go to the line. Couple of free throws for Matt Grashoff, the 6'1" senior.
Kind of a lull right now. Game is slowed. Not as loud here in the gymnasium right here before the end of the third quarter.
And Grashoff can't make his first free throw. Another team really converting too decisively on free throws. So NU has that at least to be thankful for. Next shot off the rim. Delgado clearly goes over the top of O'Callahan, but no call, and it will remain Roseville ball. Jeff Dulles is incensed over the lack of calls. But Roseville will have possession. Nice move by Balon. Balon drives, and Balon's going to get called for a charge.
No, actually, he's going to get, it's going to be a blocking foul. He's going to get the 2, and he's going to go for the 3-point play now.
Well, I suppose I was looking at the wrong basketball game because I saw a charge. But Balon goes to the line. And Coach Dulles is dangerously close to a technical. And he just got one. Coach
Dulles is doing nobody any good right now. He is mad as a hornet right in front of our stands. I hope he doesn't look over here.
Which is not to say that, you know, there's no case to be made. I mean.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that at all.
Just my call alone is justification.
But him telling the official that he's a knucklehead did his team no good.
Paraphrasing, of course. Balon does miss the technical free throw, but he has, or never mind, I don't know what that free throw was because now Delgado is shooting. Didn't know you could just substitute free throws like that. The NU fans have now rallied against the referees. And Delgado can't convert the free throw, so no harm, no foul, I suppose you could say.
He's got one left, though.
3 free throws for a technical, huh?
If there's going to be if he misses this, oh, he made it. I was going to say, that'd be pandemonium.
So now Del Rosario will inbound. Not sure what happened about the 2 free throws that were called on the blocking foul, but let's just roll with it. And now Roseville's going to get called for a travel.
So finally, the Nevada Union Miners will take the ball back to this half of the court. Seems like the Tigers have been down this end for the last 2 minutes.
Been playing a half-court basketball game. And we're going to get a foul called now on Roseville, which will bring up a 1-and-1 for Daniel Carter. Foul's going to be on Lira. So Carter shooting a 1-and-1 now. A little clarification going on at the scorer's table as it was announced the foul was on Grashoff, but it was on Lira. Suffice to say the pace of this game has slowed to molasses in winter.
36 seconds left in the third. Like I said, it's kind of a lull. I wonder if it's the calm before the storm.
And the free throw is in and out. Balon at 5'9", the shortest player on the floor with the rebound. So there is a less than 1 second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gave Lira over to Balon, back to Lira. Looks like they're holding for one more good look. Lira drives, stolen. There's O'Callahan going to the basket. Spins, is knocked away, and he's going to go to the line.
It's a bad foul. He just lost that ball. The official from behind him made that call. The official in front did not.
Yeah, O'Callahan spun, and it looked like it got kind of knocked out of his hand. But he will go to the line shooting two. And the first one is in and out. Boy, these guys are going to be shooting free throws for hours next practice. Second shot on the way. And that doesn't fall either. So Delgado with the rebound. 3 seconds left, 2 now. There's the shot put up, and it's good at the buzzer. I believe that was Grashoff. 4-2. And boy, what an end to the third quarter. You see on the touchdown production scoreboard, Roseville winning all 3 quarters of basketball. And they now have a 12-point lead, 49-37. And again, this game not out of hand for Nevada Union. Down 12, that is absolutely doable.
Oh, absolutely doable. It's very much within possibility. The Miners, like you have said, and we have said a number of times, they need to make some free throws. I think it would be to their benefit to slow this game down some, go into a half-court offense, and see if they can get some spot shots by Stefani, reel this thing back in a bit.
Stefani held to just 2 points in that third quarter coming off of free throws. I believe he only had 2 shots. And Roseville's defense has been exactly what they needed it to be. Just tight enough to fuel their offense, which really doesn't need any more fuel. It is a very good offense. As you can see, I mean, they're averaging over 16 points a quarter, keeping NU to just over 12. And Roseville's going to start this quarter with possession. And Roseville also in the bonus. Miners will be in the double bonus in the next foul. And the pass through the hands of Bryce Crouch, and that will be a quick turnover. And NU has to capitalize. Carter inbounding to Stefani. Over to Chensi. Press giving him problems, but Barber gets open. And there's Stefani going right up and putting in 2. The block attempt by Delgado. He went up for the block and he hit the rim. So a little help there. His height working against him. Delgado looking to drive past. Nice pass down there to Dylan Bortmus for 2. Excellent ball movement from the 2 6'6" players. There's Chensi bringing it up against the trap. And not exactly sure there what happened.
They asked Coach Dallas to sit down.
I didn't know a referee could stop the game to do that. But I have been proven wrong before.
As have I. Maybe after you have a technical foul and you've had a face-to-face with the officials, they are allowed to sit you down. With that said, number 5, that's Callahan.
Call him for traveling. And I guess when your coach is asked to sit down, a jump stop is a travel. This is a confusing game, basketball. Anyway, Baylon driving up the court. We'll take it again. Top of the key, dishes down low to Bortmus. Bortmus pass broken up by Barber, who's thrown out of bounds. But Dunbar with the ball. Down to Chensi. Chensi passes up the three-pointer. Pass behind Barber. And it's taken away. Lira now with the ball.
I got to say that Chensi is showing a little sophomoric moves there. He's certainly got a lot of potential and a lot of talent, but he's immature in some of the ways that he's handling this game.
Bortmus is going to get called with a travel, and that's a very good call. Had that ball almost knocked out of his hands. But another Roseville turnover, and then he's got to start capitalizing on those turnovers. Still a 12-point game, 51-39 here in the fourth. Just over 6 minutes left. Daniel Carter bringing it up. Over to Dunbar. Dunbar taking it past half court. And I'm not sure what the call is here.
They're saying it's a 10-second rule, but the shot clock showing 26. So there's a second left on the shot clock. How could that possibly be? Oh, that's bad.
There's the pass off to Bortmus, and Bortmus puts it in easily. That is his 10th point. Here's Carter. Carter taking it past half court, and that's going to be a foul on Crouch.
That's a payback foul. I think that the official, and I hate to say this, just called a foul knowing that he missed one.
Well, that's going to send Carter to the line shooting a 1-and-1. And that first one is good. Carter with only 3 points.
Roseville, 13-point lead, 5:50 left.
Second free throw doesn't fall.
They look like the strongest team on the floor right now, I have to say. Their best player still on the bench, Matt Talks, with 4 fouls.
And now we're going to get a foul on Daniel Carter. And I believe that will send Delgado to the line shooting 2. The referee is going to make sure here. Although it does look like Daniel Carter is coming out. He may have fouled out. So Tapia is going to come in. Delgado on the line. And the first free throw is good. Delgado with 2 points. $14-point lead for Roseville. Now a 15-point lead as Delgado converts on both free throws. Dylan Stefani taking it up the court. Tapia going now. And he's going to get called with a travel. It took about 5 steps there. Another careless turnover. But that press still effective even in the fourth quarter. As the running Balon. Balon goes in a contested shot there. O'Callahan thought he had a good block on Bortmus, but nothing certain tonight. Bortmus is going to go to the line for 2. His first shot just rims out. And, here's a replay of that last play there.
Yeah, obvious foul there.
Meanwhile, Bortmus' second shot does not go in. Roseville with the rebound, and Dominic Balon is going to get called with a foul. And that will send Jesse Dunbar to the line shooting 2. Both teams now in the double bonus.
And I gotta say, Steve, the game is getting to be a bit ugly. So many fouls. Tempers are starting to fly. I'm seeing a bit of a give up in the Miners, but they've got a lot left in the tank if someone will just start lighting them up. Certainly left in this game, only down 14 points. 5 minutes to play.
Second shot does not fall. Roseville with the rebound, and here comes Zach Delgado bringing it up. Has the long 3 on the way, and it's good. Bryce Crouch with another 3-pointer. Takes the Tigers lead to 17. Now, a lot has to go right for NU right now. Jesse Dunbar on the isolation brings it in. Dishes out to O'Callahan for 3. Rebound tipped back out to Dunbar. Dunbar with the jump stop, puts it up, still no good. Ball loose. And Roseville somehow manages to save that from going out of bounds. Balon with the ball now. And now we're going to get a blocking foul on O'Callahan. And that's going to send Balon to the line for 2. And I know I said the third quarter was crawling along, but I think that can apply to the entire half now. Balon shooting 2. The first one is good. That is his first point of the game. Second shot off the back of the rim, rebounded by Stefani. Over to Dunbar. And NU's really got to start hurrying now. 18-point game. Nice pass down low for Stefani. Stefani back over to Barber. Barber fakes the shot, kicks it over to Dunbar for 3. Dunbar's shot is no good.
And that'll be on Josiah Barber.
A loose ball foul on Bortmus. And that's going to send Barber to the line. I'm going to say that Bortmus was pushing on Barber, which it looked like he was, but with position. But regardless, Barber shooting 2. First one is good. And the next shot rolls in. So Barber with 5 on the night. There's NU putting a full court press together, broken very easily by Roseville. Shot put up by Bortmus, an easy 2. Now the press by Roseville on NU. Dunbar swings it around for Stefani. Back over to Dunbar. Barber to Stefani for 3, and it's good. Now there is Nolan Stefani with 17 points on the night, a 15-point game, 3:30 left in the game. It's Delgado, and Delgado's going to be charged with an offensive foul. So a charge on Delgado, and I don't know if these two teams have set a foul record, but it's got to be someone.
It's got to be close. Delgado likes to use his hand push off to create a shot.
There's Stefani for 3. In and out. Rebound taken by Barber. Ball squirted out. And now Roseville looking to run with it. They are running around traffic. Balon dishes it over. And we got a foul on Bortmus. I think this might go against Stefani.
I think it was.
And it does. So Bortmus shooting 2 more. Bortmus with 12 points, the second leading scorer. Talks, even though we haven't seen him in a while, is still sitting on top of 18. Bortmus' first shot is good. .16-point game now for Roseville. And now it's 17 as Bortmus converts on both. Dunbar sprinting up, shakes off the press. Carter swings it over to Barber. Back to Dunbar, shoots a 3. Short rebound taken by Bortmus with authority. Almost picked off by O'Callahan. Ball thrown way ahead for Lira. Lira slows it up for Balon. There's Delgado for the long 2, short. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. No good, rebound taken by Stefani. And you're looking to run. He has O'Callahan under the basket. He puts it up and no good. Bortmus brings it down.
Great lead pass. Just couldn't finish it at the rim.
So now Roseville will slow it up, run some time off the clock, I would imagine. Ball's loose. And we're going to have a foul called. And I'm not sure what they're calling. I think they're calling a foul on Roseville. Looked like Bryce Crouch dove on top of a Miner, and Toby Carter looks like his left arm is shaken up. He may have landed on it. Funny, he's trying to shake some life back into it. So going to the line is Garrett O'Callahan, shooting 2 with 2:05 left in the game. And the first shot rolls in. Back into the game is Matt Talks, who we haven't seen for a while.
47-36, Miners need to put some points on the board in a hurry, 2 minutes left.
And the next shot is also good, so O'Callahan with 10 now. But stripped away by Stefani. There's Carter. Carter, the long 3. It's short, rebound taken by Delgado. Sprinting up the court is Balon. Balon pulls up with the jumper. It's no good, rebound taken by Delgado. His putback misses everything, and we're going to get a foul called. I believe this will be Carter on Bortmus.
I don't know. Let's see what the foul is.
No, they're calling a foul.
They're calling
on
a foul
Bortmus.
on Bortmus.
So this is roughly the 30th foul of the game, just for Roseville. That puts Toby Carter on the line, shooting 2. First shot is good. Seems to have shaken some life back into his arm. Carter's first point of the game comes at a pretty good time. as does his second. 12-point game with 1:43 left. Talks brings it up. And we're going to get a reaching foul on O'Callahan. That'll put Talks on the line shooting 2. So I believe O'Callahan is just fouled out with 10 points. He is the second leading scorer behind only Nolan Stefani, who has 17. And into the game comes John Chensi. So Talks now shooting 2. First one is good.
Talks with his 19th point.
That makes it an even 20.
Minute 35 left here. Miners will go down to defeat tonight, barring something sensational.
Well, they've only got a couple seconds to get to half court, which Stefani does, but his pass broken up. Talks all alone, going up for 2, and he gets it.
And they will go to 0-5 in league play. Miners have got to be disappointed with their performance tonight.
Well, now we've got a technical foul on Talks. He must have said something after that basket. Toby Carter is going to shoot.
I don't know what Talks could be saying.
He's been the emotional player. And that technical will make him foul out. So Talks out of the game with 22 points. Take a look at the touchdown production scoreboard. NU down 17. Losing all 4 quarters just by a hair. And the technical shot rolls out.
What we can say, though, Steve, about Coach Dolis' team is we see a lot of talent here in Josiah Barber, Humphreys, Michael Tapia. I mean, there's a lot of talent here, and if he can just put it together and he can meld it together with these sophomores, they've got a future.
There's Dunbar driving the lane, is tripped up, and he's going to go to the line for 2. But he is in some pain. Looks like he landed awkwardly on his right ankle. He's favoring it heavily. Yeah, he's gonna be helped off the court by Chensi and Kamen. Oh no, he's just helped to his feet. He's not coming out. He has free throws to shoot. So 1:11 left now in the 4th. Dunbar shooting 2. First one is good. And he's saying he's going to need a sub after this free throw, which does not fall. I see Dunbar hobbling up the court. And the referee calls a timeout to get Dunbar off the floor. He was pretty certain he was going to make that last free throw and come out cleanly. So Dunbar's going to come out. Tapia is in. 1:07 left. Miners down 15.
Jesse Dunbar, good game tonight. Looks like he had 4 points, the senior. He is fast and a good defensive player. Let's hope he recovers from his ankle.
They still able to put some pressure on it, which is a good sign.
Team spread now. Both teams are conceding the win.
Balon throws the ball out of bounds, looking for Delgado, and you will have possession. 47 seconds left in the game. Jency driving past the press. Long three on the way, misses everything. Rebound by Cam, and he puts it up, and it's good. And now Coach Dellis will take his final timeout.
I'm not sure why he's doing this, but I suppose it's just to rally the troops. They have worked hard tonight. They'll come together at center court here and have a talk.
You see on the line score, touchdown production scoreboard. NU not playing bad, Roseville just playing better in every quarter of the game. This has really been two pretty evenly matched teams, but Roseville definitely came out with intent. And boy, what a statement they've made. The coaching staff for Roseville having a little bit of a talk with the referee. Roseville set to inbound, 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. William White with the ball. Throws it over to Lira. Back to White. Gives it off to Balon. Balon over to Lira. Running some time off now.
10 seconds.
Balon's still out there. Lira looks like they're not even going to try for a shot, or will they? William White drives. There's the long shot, hits rim, and that is the ball game. So NU defeated by the Roseville Tigers. Final score of 67-54. NU with a good game. Roseville just with a slightly better game tonight in this very tough league of theirs.
And you know, looking back on it, Steve, when we talk about where the turning point in this game was, it'd have to be that lull at the end of the third quarter. It at least seems like NU never came back out and found any rhythm after that. Certainly couldn't find a shooter that could make up some of the points. You can see the third quarter line score there. It was only a 3-point quarter, and that was where they had their opportunity, but missed free throws, lack of offense, and then some let's just say some questionable officiating perhaps.
Questionable is the nice way of saying it.
It is, and that would be why this game went in the direction of the Roseville Tigers.
Oh yeah, and how big was Matt Talks? When they needed some points, he was there, just delivered and decisively.
No question about it. Matt Talks was the key factor on their side, offensively certainly, but like I said, in the third quarter, NU couldn't find a scorer. They didn't have anybody on the floor that they could go to consistently, and that was the turning point in the game.
No, and Stefani was held to 7 in the second half, 17 total. He was really quiet in that third quarter too. He just came on late. And you know, at 17, the leading scorer for NU, O'Callahan with 10, but you look over at Roseville, Talks with 22, Bortmus with 14, and there really was no answer to Bortmus, 6'6", and he really knew how to use it. He went up for the rebounds, got second chances, and kept his team alive, even when there was nothing there.
I couldn't agree with you more, Steve. Great job tonight with the play-by-play. You haven't done that much. This is Steve Sitter, and you'll be seeing more of him. If you're watching from a big network, this is your man right here.
With any luck.
So as the floor starts to empty, a disappointed crowd files out of Allied Gymnasium. After a doubleheader watching the girls team, the Lady Miners defeating the Roseville Girls Tigers 68-31, and then the boys going down to defeat 54-67. Executive producer, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Camera operators, Paul Town, Benicia Cruz Manifor, Mike Bosby, and Lauren Unger. Announcers, Steve Sitter and Paul Brown. Office manager, Lynn Dominguez. Remote facilities, Commander 2. Plaza Tire and Auto Service and Ryby's Auto Parts help us maintenance the Commander, and thanks very much. So, for Gil Dominguez, Paul Brown, Steve Sitter, we want to thank you. This has been your Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. Good night, all.